Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the Dieter Melhorn Fishing Podcast. Hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is that you happen to be listening to the show. Sorry for the somber tone, but we've had a tragedy hit the fishing community local to where I'm at, right down the road on Lake Hartwell. There was a fishing tournament today, and someone lost their life in the tournament. Ironically, this was a tournament that I mentioned in yesterday's podcast. I put out a podcast yesterday talking about having tournaments in inclement weather. The thinking there was we had a snowstorm, ice storm that was coming through. Should you have a tournament? That tournament was going on today, and there's some other ones where those questions have come up before. So it was a timely thing. Never did I expect that someone would actually die in this tournament, and related to weather most likely, in the sense of the water temperature, but not to what I was talking about with the road conditions, ramp conditions, that kind of thing being the bigger concern. But what happened was just got word a little bit ago from a couple of different people, and then I saw it on WYFF, the local TV station. I'm going to read you what the report says that they have put out so far. This just happened within the past couple of hours, so this is still very, very new. But this is from YFF, their website, what they know so far. It says 4 people participating in a fishing tournament in South Carolina were rescued when their boat sank, and one died after being rushed to the hospital, according to the local sheriff's department. They were called to Sadlers Creek State Park after a boat sank. Upon arrival, EMS started CPR on a woman who was near the shore that they were able to bring in, and the other 3 were taken to the hospital being treated for hypothermia. The coroner's office confirmed that the woman, whose name we do not know, we don't know anybody's name in this, she did die. So it was 2 men, a woman, and a 7-year-old boy who were on the boat. So they said that their boat became taken on water. They called for help. A nearby boat responded, and they began getting people out of the water. Folks, one of the things I remember when I got my captain's license was they told us in our training, we were just talking about ditching into the water, going into the water, and it was the 50-50-50 rule. And you got a 50% chance of surviving 50 minutes in 50-degree water. And I will guarantee you that that water was probably into the 40s today. And going into that is not a good situation. You don't have long to get yourself back out of it, and then get some kind of help. And it's I can't imagine what these people went through when this happened. One, the boat apparently sank fairly quickly, and I'll be curious to find out what happened there, simply because I want to learn from it. You guys can learn from it. It's one of these things in these kind of tragedies to where knowing what happened can actually save lives down the road. Could it have been tied to cold weather? Could it have been a bilge pump that wasn't working? Something along those lines. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But from what I've heard from some people I talked to, I guess the people who were in the water when the other boat got there were clinging on to some coolers or bait tanks or something like that to stay afloat. And it's honestly it's a blessing no one else was killed in this, because it could have easily ended with all those people drowning in this situation. So I can't imagine what everybody went through in that scenario. So my prayers, condolences to uh, the family members, the people who were involved, and also the people who are in the tournament. You got to remember, as far as I know, this tournament is still going to have a weigh-in this afternoon, and they're going to have to go rolling into this weigh-in knowing that somebody died in that tournament. Some people are seriously injured in that tournament, and this actually happened in a catfish tournament. I don't know, 5-6 years ago here. Somebody died in the tournament, and we didn't know about it until, later on after the event. And so I can't imagine what everybody's going through there in that deal. But I'll keep you updated as I hear more. Like I said, this is developing and unfolding as we speak. I'm sure WYFF, the TV station down there, I believe it's an NBC affiliate, will probably have more on this on tonight's news, it'll take some time to shake out everything that happened there. And again, if there's anything from this, hopefully we can learn from it in the end. Because the bottom line is we're all going to be out there fishing. Fishing in the wintertime is not exactly safe. Um, there are You're in a situation where there's a lot that can go wrong because of frozen decks, icy conditions, and then you add in the fact of going into the water is something else that's just it leads to stuff like this. It can. So hopefully we can take away something from this, learn something from it, and save some lives down the road. So that's it for now. We'll catch you guys out on the water.